Can Africa be a lever for global growth? Can Africa be an economic launchpad for the rest of the globe? Our next guest believes that there are opportunities in emerging sectors which can be tapped into on the African continent. We're joined by the president of the Africa Business Club at the Lagos Business School, Mr. Olamide Olabisi. Olamide, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Rutus.
All right, so look, it's great to have you. Lots being said about Africa's potential, but how and when can that potential be realized?
So I think it's important for us to highlight the dexterity of the continent amidst all the complications. We're seeing cross-border investment, China's interest in East Africa. We're seeing financial aids to marginalized countries. All of this to stabilize Africa and make it globally competitive. So the fundamentals are right in terms of potential for Africa. We're seeing a population of over 1 billion. About 60% of them are under 25. And Lagos is the largest city, of course. And as far as potential goes, 5 years ago, we saw businesses in the agri sector like Babangana, Tomato Juice, doing big things, creating value in the agri value chain. So the potential has started, happening, or it's been ongoing, so to speak. And even the pay stack and the flutter waves of this world are on a unicorn valuation. And they started 5 years ago. So there's a long-term bet that I think investors should take in Africa.
Great stuff. LBS, believe you have an event where you're going to be talking about this and different sectors with
Absolutely.
potentials. You mentioned paytech, flutterwave, unicorns. Is tech one of those sectors where this potential lies on the continent? Absolutely.
So as far as technology goes, about 572 fintechs are headquartered in Africa as at the end of last year. 7 are unicorns. 5 of them are financial technology businesses. So what you see now is that even within the financial technology value chain, there's still opportunities to be captured, whether you want to focus on KYCs or you want to focus on credit scoring or you want to focus on credit solutions or credit administration or consumer finance, as a matter of fact. So what you're seeing now is technology is going to help to leapfrog Africa to where we want it to be. So essentially, we believe technology would be an important discourse at our conference tomorrow.
Now, the services sector, huge contributor to Nigeria's economy in particular. What are the potentials there for services?
Again, we want to look at it from the perspective where these businesses can lean on technology to scale. Okay. So in the service sector, you see healthcare businesses going into telemedicine. We're seeing a lot of arts and culture, hospitality businesses trying to deliver their services through e-platforms. And so that's the future, if you ask me, right? Because for the service sector to scale, mobile penetration is important. And we believe that service sector can scale through technology, basically.
Great stuff. Is there a correlation between human capital development and the services sector?
Again, so when you look at the kind of investments that are coming into this space, and the focus on financial technology, some of the skills that are required to scale those businesses are not skills that are readily taught in the Nigerian university. You have to go and develop those skills elsewhere, or they are mostly self-taught. So as far as it goes, human capital is important. So businesses must be socially responsible now to be able to create programs that can help them to enhance the skill of their workforce in order to scale.
Great stuff. All right, from services to manufacturing. Manufacturing comes up a lot on this show. Can you, is that another sector that's on your radar as far as unlocking opportunities?
Again, so for manufacturing, the legacy issues in the manufacturing sector, as you would ask people who play in that space, there's a high cost of debt for businesses that want to expand, fluctuation in FX rates for people who require foreign exchange to input in their businesses. But again, the opportunity here is in light manufacturing, looking at the amount of food businesses, retail stores that are coming up on a daily basis. What is important is light manufacturing, like manufacturing of paper bags, hangers, nylons, portend a lot of opportunity for someone who is ready to, play at scale. So essentially, we believe that light manufacturing also has the opportunity to unlock value.
What about agriculture? Is Africa the food basket of the world? Are you going at your conference? Are you going to be looking at that?
Rotis, you know clearly, Africa is the food basket of the world, if you permit me to speak.
Yep.
Saudi Arabian investors are investing a huge chunk of money in leasing lands in Ethiopia. China, on the other hand, is investing about $800 million to rice plantation farming in Mozambique. In Botswana, I think there are more livestock than human beings, as a matter of fact. In Nigeria, our post-harvest loss sits around 60%. And Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire are in a situation where they're forming an alliance to determine the pricing of global commodity cocoa. So as far as it goes, again, I'll say that there's opportunity to unlock there. So across the entire value chain, from off-taking to transportation to distribution bottlenecks to even exports, at every point in the value chain, if you get to the port today, there's somebody that's willing to buy some commodity from you at a higher price and then ship to the destination where it's required.
Great stuff. What about healthcare? We're just talking about pharmaceuticals in our last segment and how experts are saying that partnerships need to happen with bigger global companies for Nigeria's pharmaceutical sector to improve. For healthcare as a sector, I mean, we've got so much issues there. Fake products, not enough doctors, blah, blah, blah. Even the same manufacturing issues you were mentioning. So what about the healthcare sector?
I think the speaker was very right in terms of talking about collaboration. Yep. So collaboration works big for healthcare delivery. So what you see is there should be more stakeholder engagement, more roundtables, both from the side of the government. So on the government side of things, we want to see more increased and transparent budgetary allocation. That would improve the system. On the side of private businesses, they should look at how to deliver telemedicine solutions more. And I think one of the things that becloud that industry more is inefficient management system. And so healthcare startups like Helium Health are beginning to tackle that solution, and even more modular kind of businesses within that technology. And again, they're leveraging technology. And so from the NGO side and the social organized group side of things, I think there should be more awareness in terms of minimizing the spread of communicable and preventable diseases, and also looking at collaborating with all these stakeholders that I've mentioned in a way that they can train more medical practitioners, volunteers, to deliver vaccination across the country, and things around that. So it's a collaborative effort apart from just a one-size-fits-all approach. Yeah.
Makes sense. Did I leave out any sectors? Where else are you going to be looking at?
So again, creative services. I'm sure you enjoy Burna Boy.
Yeah, it's a weekend. Probably going to the movies this weekend. Yeah.
Burna Boy, Whiskey, we're seeing a culture shift. The big artists of this world, the Beyoncés, the Jay-Z's, are beginning to look for collaborations and inroads into African culture. So that in itself portends a lot of opportunity. Their Grammy nominations just recently.
Yeah, just announced. Yeah.
So Grammy nominations, the kind of deals that have been structured within that entertainment and creative services sector would amaze you. Whether it's single deals or it's album production deals and again, CK, for example, is one of the popular artists that just released only one single and is topping the charts. So it speaks that there are opportunities there if investors understand that business and they're able to lock in a business model there.
Olamide Olabisi, President of the Africa Business Club at the Lagos Business School. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Rotis.
Great stuff. That's good.